pain, insomnia, or fatigue. Back pain that doesn't go away, a tight pressure in the abdomen, chronic insomnia, or fatigue that clings to you like a shadow even though you rested over the weekend. Maybe you know it. That endless cycle of examinations, where after all the tests, your doctor tells you the reassuring but frustrating words, "Everything is fine, you are healthy." But inside, you feel that something is not right, that your body, which is letting you down, is trying to tell you something. Welcome to the world of psychosomatics. Psychosomatics is not just an abstract concept. It is an approach that explores how our mind and body constantly influence each other. We are not separate worlds. We are one interconnected system where emotions, experience stress, unspoken fears, and long-term tension are not just feelings in the head, but forces that are literally written into our physical state. Biochemistry and connections. But how does this actually happen? The answer lies in biochemistry. Every emotion we experience triggers a signal in the brain to release a specific cocktail of hormones. When we are overwhelmed by fear, anxiety, or pressure from uncertainty, the body floods us with cortisol and adrenaline, hormones that prepare us for fight or flight. If we remain under this kind of pressure for a long time, our internal chemistry becomes chronically imbalanced. Muscles stay in constant tension, digestion is stuck in a state of contraction, and the immune system becomes exhausted. The pain you feel is then nothing more than a physical record of emotions that could not be expressed or released in time. The body literally locks up in this chemical stress. And no, this does not mean you consciously cause illness or that you are to blame for it. Psychosomatics does not accuse anyone. It is a way of looking at health in a more holistic way. It reflects on what was happening in your life before the first symptoms appeared. Were you under long-term pressure? Were you suppressing your needs? The body is an incredibly honest storyteller. If we ignore the signals of the mind, the body eventually takes over and starts communicating through physical symptoms. Pain is not the enemy. It is a warning light saying, "This way no longer works. Something here needs attention." Examples and principles. Our body works like an internal compass. For example, the stomach often reacts to situations we cannot digest. The chest and lungs are connected to space, freedom, and breathing. The kidneys are sensitive to fear and relationships. The thyroid regulates our pace and energy. It is located in the throat area, the center of communication and self-expression. Many people begin to notice that the body often responds to emotional stress even before we consciously do. A psychosomatic approach can be a great support for anyone who wants to actively understand their health. You don't need to be a doctor, just openness, a willingness to listen, and the courage to look at your difficulties from a different perspective than purely biological one. Self-awareness. Every story is unique. That's why it is important not to judge, but to ask, what is my body trying to tell me? How do I really feel? Why am I experiencing this in this way? In this series of videos, we will look together at individual organs and their symbolism. We will explore insomnia, obesity, chronic pain, and the emotions that accompany them. We will uncover harmful behavior patterns and learn how to change them so the body can begin to heal. We will also offer practical questions to help you discover the story behind your diagnosis. Paying attention to your health and seeking these deeper connections is a meaningful step. The fact that you want to understand yourself and heal is the most important decision. If you recognize your own experience in what you heard today, take it as the beginning of a different perspective on your body, not as a set of disorders, but as a system that responds to what is happening inside. In the next episodes, we will look at how stress, emotions, and long-term internal settings affect the body in practice. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.